hopefully you didn't forget the treatment. You didn't forget the oppression. So you're gonna live now. You're gonna do it up now. Your woman wants diamonds, Birkin bags, Bentleys, she'll have it. You want Murcielago, $14 million house, fly private, eat at the best restaurants, wear the best clothes, you're gonna have it. It feels like it's fleeting, the money. It feels like someone's gonna come and steal your life in the night because they don't want you to have it, because you're black.
There was a brother down in Miami named Yahweh Ben Yahweh. Now, Yahweh Ben Yahweh had a religious organization, and he did a lot of stuff in the community down in Miami, and quietly, this brother earned and amassed almost $1 billion worth of assets. He had hotels, he had restaurants, he had all types of businesses, apartment complexes, and the government trumped up some charges on this brother, and they put him in prison, and they took away a lot of his assets. And he was in a position where he was vulnerable, and that's the problem. A lot of us, when we figure out a way to get our own money or stack up our own money without the help of the dominant society, and we're by ourselves, we become very vulnerable. So it's very important that we have a protection mechanism in order.
I don't blame nobody for doing what they're doing. They are business people. And if we're willing to spend our money with them, they have every right to sell their products to us. It's us that get to make the decision that we're going to look to black beauty supply stores, that we're going to start to go to our own restaurants. Nobody's forcing us to go there. We're doing this freely.
Everybody going in that store. Every nationality of people going in that store. Well, when a black person opens a business, it's not going to be like that. And we got to try to convince the black people to go in there. That's some kind of self-hatred. Remember, the white people's ice is colder.
Integration in America basically means that black people get to spend their money with the dominant society. Because we have to be very honest, black people don't live around non-black people in large numbers. Black people don't go to school with a lot of people in the dominant society. So black people are only allowed to spend their money with those in the dominant society, and a lot of black people feel equal when they do that.
All of these entertainers, they talk about all the power that they have. You know, they're doing commercials for smartphones and water and all of these different things. If you want to see true power, then you create something and you make that hot. You support somebody black and make that hot.
Even in shopping, white people tend to brag about how cheaply they purchase something, what a deal they got. We brag about how much it costs because we want to demonstrate. And one of the tricks that white people used to do on us in a lot of department stores was to pull out something and say, oh no, you can't afford that one, I won't show you that one. We immediately gonna buy that because we're just not going to be classified as a person who can't afford something that they sell.
Oprah Winfrey has all the money in the world, but she still became marginalized. Recently, she was in somewhere in Europe and she tried to buy a purse, and they wouldn't allow her to buy a purse because I don't think they recognized who she was. But a lot of times, when we are, again, isolated, we're still vulnerable because our money does not trump racism, white supremacy.
Oprah didn't try to buy him a purse. Oprah tried to steal that woman's purse. That was the problem. They kept that on the down low. But her fat butt running down the street with a purse.
Because they know even if they kill our children, we're going to buy Louis Vuitton and Gucci anyway. We don't farm no more, for the most part, so they control the food.
They're doing this under a black president, shutting down public schools like there's no tomorrow. Chicago, Philadelphia, Los Angeles, everywhere you go, getting rid of public schools. And why? Because black people are no longer needed in order for the American economic order to function. We were brought here to serve as a catalyst in an industrial revolution, an economic cartel. Well, the immigration bill that's being championed now is all about doing what? Replacing blacks in the labor force. That's all it's about. The immigration bill does not include most African countries. The immigration bill does not deal with Haiti and other jet black Caribbean islands. The immigration bill is about Latinos and Mexicans and helping them to replace Africans in the workforce, to totally remove America's dependency on the black laborer, something the government has been working on since 1865 in the 13th Amendment.